Hello and welcome to MATLAB course. This is Salim. In this video I'm going to show how to explore the plot and the figure window interactively. So this window is showing the figure window, and inside the figure window we have the chart area, and this chart area above that we have the toolbar. But this toolbar is appeared and disappeared as I'm going to show now. And to show this toolbar, what you need is to hover or move your mouse in this chart area or in this upper right corner. And this, if you check this toolbar window, it have many icons. And these icons, the first one is restore and view, the second one is zoom out, the third one is zoom in, the fourth one is ban, the fifth one is data tip, the sixth one is brush and data select, and the last one is save as and copy. We need to know what is this meaning, so let's go to MATLAB to check that now. If I just click here to open MATLAB window, we have this window. And in that MATLAB window, we have, this is the command window, and this is the workspace variable, and we have three tabs: home, plot, and apps. So if we just define some variables, for example, if we define x between 0 to 10, so we can say x is equal to line space and then between 0, to 10, and the interval, for example, may be 40. And we use the semicolon to suppress the output. And then we define the y, which is the sign x. We use the semicolon to suppress the output and press enter. Now we have two variables selected, x and y. We have these two. And as we know, we can plot using the plot command. So we can say the plot x, y. And let me, before press enter, let me just minimize this window a little bit and then press enter. Once I press enter, I will have this figure window to show the relation between x and y. Same result can be achieved if I close and then select x and press and hold Control and then select the y variables. So now I selected two variables and it's shown here x and y, and of course this is switch to switch x and y, and I selected these two variables, and from the plot tabs I can click the plot command. Once I click the plot command, the figure window will show, and also this is the second command. The first one I wrote, and the second one, the one that MATLAB created to show which command to use to create the plot. So let me minimize this window, and let's consider this like the figure window. And in the figure window, we can see now the toolbar unless we go here to the top right corner or zoom inside or move the cursor inside this window, which is the chart area. And inside that one, so if we have here, we have several options. What is this option? For example, if we need to zoom in, for example, we need to check this part, so we can click this zoom in. Once we click, please check that the mouse, instead of having the normal mouse, it now became plus. And this plus sign, once we click the first and hold Control and then have the window to zoom in and then release the click on the mouse, we now zoom. What if I need to catch this hand? Please notice that with the plus, like to zoom in, it is now blue. And once I click ban is kind of the hand. If I click now, it will be blue, and it's kind of the hand drawing is shown on the figures, because now I can click and catch the window to just navigate to check this window. And if I need to restore, for example, to zoom out a little bit, I need to zoom out to have a wider or broader view, I can click zoom out, it became blue, and then let me click here in this window, click, 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 click. So click, it's showing it zoom out. What if I need to zoom in only in this drawing? I will click zoom in and then select the window to show this part, for example. And then the band, like the band to catch and adjust the drawing inside. What if the drawing is not adjusted and I need to fit exactly inside? Just click Home or Restore. If I click Home or Restore the view, just click here, the figure will be restored as it is in the beginning. So this one is Restore the View, this is Zoom Out, this is Zoom In, this is Band. Now we understand this. What if about the pin data or data tip? The data tip, if we move the cursor, let's have this first, this like the edit plot, just release the mouse if you need to edit, or just if we don't need, just click here. And then to release that one and release the selection of the band. So now we don't have like kind of any selection. Once you go near like the chart, you can see that it gives us what is the x value and what is the y value on that curve. So it's shown here. If I come here, it will show what is x value and what's the y value. But what if I need to keep this value shown? Just click on that one. So I can click here to have the value. And once I click, it became shown, visible. It will not disappear. If I click in another window, another point, now the another point is shown. So we can know what is the x value and y value for a selected point. And I can click Shift and then press again to the same point to release that selection. So I can remove by clicking the Shift key. And this small arrow here, it have the option to save as, so you can save as this figure, or you have the option to copy as an image. For example, if I click Save As, here, this option, it will give us which format do you need. Do you need a PNG, JPG, TIFF, or what things do you need, and where do you need to save. For example, I can save it here as a sign in this download and as a PNG, just save. And if I open my PC and I went to the download and I can see the sign, double click, I can see the window for the sign. It's saved. And like if I just click copy, for example, copy an image, so the image already copy. If I open, for example, the new Word file or the new PowerPoint, for example, let's open PowerPoint. And let's have a blank. And let's just make Control A to delete everything inside and right click to paste the image or the picture. So the picture was added here. So this is copy and paste, just close without saving. And the last things I need to explain is this brush data. It can be used to delete some of the data, but I don't need to explain now. It's not our interest for that. And this is something very nice. This is Property Inspector. So in the Property Inspector, you can inspect the properties of the figures. So if I click here, we will have a new window. It's just open, loading. And now, for example, we have many options. For example, this is the font. If the font, I can see that this font is very small. I can just write here, for example, 12, and then press enter. I can see that the font bigger. For example, no, I need it bigger, more bigger, 15, and press enter. So the font became bigger. And also I can change the bold. I needed bold text. And maybe I don't need this text, I need another text, for example, this one. So they change the text appearance. And we have, this is X tick and Y tick, and we can check, for example, this is the grid. Do you need X grid to show X grid? Do you need Y grid to show the Y grid? So we can control whatever inside, and also we can check the grid color. For example, the grid color, we need red. I can say that I need the grid You can see that the grid now is red. So by clicking everything, like you can adjust many option inside the curve. So you can like the check like the if we have the labeled, what kind of labeled, if we have the X tick, the Y tick, the everything's inside the figure. So this is not our interest in the course, but just this is for you. If you have option, just try and check how we can use the property inspector to change or advance our plot based on our preference. That's all for that video. Thank you. Bye bye.